Oh gosh, it was pretty heavy for late in the evening. We thought maybe they opened up the intersection, down there with the lights, but I don't know if they opened it up.
So since you have a camera here, where do you want me? Just give me a crowd and kind of
just get a wide shot of all of them. Not necessarily the people here, but just get a wider shot.
All right, good morning, everybody. Can everybody hear pretty well? I can speak up if I need to. I don't know what the speakers are doing. First off, I'd like to introduce Montezuma County Sheriff's Office, Sheriff Steve Allen, and Major Williams with Colorado State Patrol. My name is Vernon Knuckles. I'm the Chief of Police here at Cortez, Colorado. I'm here today to talk about a senseless and somber day. Yesterday at approximately 11:25 a.m., Patrol Sergeant Mike Moran conducted a traffic stop in town on South Broadway. During that traffic stop, the suspect fired on Officer Moran, striking him. The suspect fled the scene, went south of town. Officers from Montezuma County Sheriff's Office, Cortez PD, located the suspect. The suspect engaged officers. Officers fired back and eliminated the suspect at that time. Officer Moran was transported to Southwest Memorial Hospital, where he succumbed to his injuries. I'd like to thank the Sheriff's Office, Colorado State Patrol. Their officers, our officers, were all involved in this incident, and it was definitely a team effort to get the incident under control. taken care of and investigated. Also not here with us, CBI. We called in the Colorado Bureau of Investigation to conduct the homicide investigation of Michael Moran. And we also have the district, or what's the shoot team? 6th and 22nd Judicial District shoot team that is investigating the officer-involved shooting that occurred south of town. Both investigations are ongoing, and I'm going to just put it out right now. We do not have a lot of information to share because it is ongoing. I'd like to thank the community. It's been the outreach to all agencies has been tremendous, and it's just getting more and more. So thank you, community, for your support. It is so much appreciated. That's about all I have. Sheriff, do you want to speak about anything?
I can tell you that this incident in this criminal act happened very fast, and it was just within a matter of minutes that the perpetrator involved in the shooting of Sergeant Moran was located and engaged in a second shooting with a deputy from the Montezuma County Sheriff's Office and an officer from the Cortez Police Department. We do not have any suspects to look for. The community is safe, and this is what our priority was. It's still an ongoing investigation, and this will continue for quite some time. And I wish we had more information that we could share, but that will be at a later time. Do you have any questions of me? Yes, ma'am.
Sir, at the beginning, it was our understanding that there were 2 suspects in that car. I guess, can you go over that initial traffic stop? Was it 2 suspects that were in that car? And do we know whether or not those 2 suspects were the ones that actually fired at Sergeant Moran?
See people in the vehicle, only one person was involved in the shooting. And I'll have to refer the rest of that to the Colorado Bureau of Investigation, who is handling that, part of that investigation. Oh, should I get closer?
Yes, please.
Okay.
What were they carrying?
Thank you. What were they carrying? Such as what?
Drugs?
That's still undetermined. The investigation is still ongoing.
Okay.
Okay?
Are you able to say what prompted the traffic stop in the first place?
The traffic stop was initiated on a reckless driving complaint that the agency received.
And then, can I just ask a clarifying question? So the first incident involving Cortez police, then the suspect was chased to the second location, and then the second shooting involved the county, or was it county and city police as well?
Okay, just to clarify, the traffic stop was conducted. Officer Moran was shot during the traffic stop. The suspect wasn't chased. They fled from the scene. And the second contact was the Montezuma County Sheriff's Office and Cortez Police Department.
Folks, if you have a question, raise your hand and I'll get a mic so everybody can hear your question.
Are you able to reveal any information about the suspects involved in this case? I believe one was arrested. Are you able to identify either of them?
No.
Can you talk about Officer Moran, his time with the police department, and for those of us who didn't get to know him, a little bit about him?
I will be talking about Officer Moran, but not at this time. Okay, looks like questions have slowed down. I do want to conclude with letting everybody know what the priorities of the Cortez Police Department are. First and foremost is Officer Moran's family. That is our priority right now. Second is our agency. That's our second priority. And third is the investigation. And I assure you that the investigation, although third on our priority list, is still very high. However, Officer Moran's family and my agency is my top priority at this point. Thank you guys for coming out. We got one more question.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, will there be charges moved forward? Ultimately, my question is, will this move through a court proceeding? Will that initiate the victim's crime fund? Is that what it's called? The city has a purse for that? Could you talk about that for a second?
We're not going to be able to talk about any charges coming forward until the investigation's concluded.
Well, wouldn't that trigger a defense fund for the victim's family?
I know what you're talking about on that, but I can't answer exactly what triggers that.
But will it be in place for this scenario?
It's a possibility, and we're looking at multiple areas for victims that we're making contact and trying to tap into.
Thanks, Chief. I know you're limited in what you can say here today. Can you just talk about the size of the Cortez Police Department? Trying to get an estimate. And,
Yeah,
I know you guys.
our agency as a whole is, we have 57 members, and our certified are 31.
Okay, thanks. On guns, was there just one that the suspects had, or were there multiple weapons? You know, there was a shootout too, I guess.
We're not going to be able to answer that question due to the ongoing investigation.
What about release of any video? Was there body cam or dash cam video?
There are, and again, I would have to refer you to CBI about that, because CBI is the primary investigating agency.
Sure. And the suspect who was taken into custody, has he been cooperative at all? Is he talking to you guys? Are you learning anything?
I'm going to turn it over to the sheriff.
At the second scene, there was another person that was in this vehicle. There is nobody in custody. No one has been arrested. And so that is a rumor that has gone around. That's not true. Okay? And as far as the identity of either person, we do not know, and I cannot give you that information. I would refer you to the Colorado Bureau of Investigation, as well as the Montezuma County Coroner's Office. Okay?
Yes, sir. On the suspect who was killed yesterday,
Yes.
well, had you had any previous, either agencies had any prior contacts with that individual?
Again, we don't have the positive identification of this person at this time, so I can't answer that question.
And finally, were there any witnesses yesterday to?
Plenty of witnesses, yes.
Are you able to say if the suspect who was killed was the same suspect who fired at Sergeant Moran?
Yes.
It was?
Somebody want to hear another question?
Since I know that the primary focus is trying to be there for this family in need, is there any way we can know what their needs are, sign up to be able to help this family, and be able to reach out to them in any way, shape, or form that they need, whether it's food to their home, help with anything? Is there something like that posted somewhere where we can sign up? Is there anything like that in place? Is anything like that been coordinated?
So we're working on that right now. I reached out to the Fallen Heroes Foundation in Colorado. They sent a delegation down last night. The rest of their team is en route as we speak. So as they get set up and running, we are going to be putting information out through our social media sites on where people can help. I don't want to get off into the weeds, but there are some GoFundMes and some other things that are popping up for this, and I would encourage people not to contribute to those. The Fallen Hero Foundation is going to have a fund if you wish to contribute that you can contribute to. So as soon as they get set up and running, and we're working as fast as we can to get this going and information out, we will get it on social media and share it. And if you guys would then share it yourselves, so we can get it out to as many people as we can and get this help and resources to this family, would be much appreciated.
I had one clerical question. So I believe the original traffic stop happened in front of the Handy Mart on Broadway. How far away did the suspects drive before they were located by officers?
Approximately 3/4 of a mile to a mile from where the Handy Mart is on South Broadway.
Where, was that shootout in front of any businesses, or
No.
was it residential or anywhere?
No, it was within private property.
Okay, thank you, everybody. I'm going to conclude this. I really appreciate you coming out for this. You guys have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
And the flowers.
I don't know what you're doing behind me. Am I gonna be in there? No. Okay, yeah, close up. Yep.